Hey there, my friend. It's time for our weekly wisdom card draw. This is your time to pause, to ground yourself in the moment, to connect with your body and soul, to reclaim the power you have to create your life in each moment, and to commit or recommit to shining your light in the world. I'm going to draw a card from the Running Your World deck, which features photos from my journey of running marathons on all 7 continents with messages and reflection prompts on the back. Now, before I do that, what I typically do is invite you to arrive in the moment and then draw a card and kind of riff on the card after that. I'm going to change it up a little bit today. I was thinking after last week's card draw, I've been doing it this way for, gosh, a year and a half. And it's been coming up for me that I think after I draw the card and read it, I have been in a little bit of a space of feeling pressure to kind of recreate the wheel. Like I have to basically write another card on the fly and come up with some profound message or reflection on the card itself, when in fact, this deck is really the culmination and distillation of over 40 years of life experience on my part and all the things that I've learned, and there's lots of ancient wisdom built into that too. And I think the deck actually speaks for itself and the cards speak for themselves. And I think I've been trying to add too much onto it. And perhaps the message is a little bit lost. I think it's been powerful, but I think it can be even more powerful. And so I have been reflecting for a while on how to make these videos, these little moments in your day, more powerful. So today we're going to change it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is, after I read the card, I'm going to just give another pause to let you integrate it, because it's really, at the end of the day, more important what it says to you and what it means to you than anything that I add on to it. So I want you to feel it, to really let it sink in, and have that opportunity to see and pause and hear what's coming up for you before I start talking again, if that makes sense. So we'll give it a try, see how it goes. And with that, I would like to invite you to arrive in this moment. Let yourself pause from whatever you were doing, taking a breath and just letting yourself be right here, right now. Closing your eyes if that feels good to you. And if not, that's totally okay. If you want to just look at your surroundings, noticing what's around you, or just kind of gazing down towards the floor, not focusing on anything in particular, whatever helps you, just notice the present moment and be. Put a hand on your heart if that feels good. And put a hand on your belly and feel the rise and fall of the breath. Letting go of anything that came before, letting go of anything that will come after. And as you continue to just breathe and be, I'm going to bring the cards to my heart and ask to be guided to the message that most wants to speak to you today and spark your light and creative power. Setting that intention, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, and you can just keep breathing, noticing whatever you notice. Let yourself just be and breathe, honoring yourself for taking this time for you today. And our message is clarity. Love it, what we're gaining here. All right, clarity. This comes from Antarctica. As you may imagine, this is an ice crystal in Antarctica. And the message is, do you have a crystal clear vision for your life? Clear values? Clear priorities? Clear direction? Or do you feel stuck in a murky space of confusion? Learning to make aligned decisions requires disentangling from societal expectations. Reflect on choices you've made in the past. When have you followed through on your soul's aligned desires? When have you said yes when you wanted to say no, or said no when you wanted to say yes? If clarity itself is a challenge, create space and time to listen to your inner wisdom. If acting on the clarity you already have is a challenge, Trust that your soul's alignment benefits everyone. Say yes to your soul and no to what blocks it. Trust that saying no isn't about the thing you're saying no to. It's about liberating your hell yes. Clear the way. Let that sink in. And just take a longer pause today. Just take note of any thoughts that are arising, the sensations you notice in your body. If there was any particular phrase or moment that stuck out for you. Letting yourself just integrate the message. I'd love to know if you want to drop a comment, anything that is coming up for you as you contemplate this message. And what I'd like to do is actually read it again. And so you've heard the whole thing now, you've had a little moment to pause, and I'll read it again and share it. And then again, just notice any sensations that arise, any thoughts that arise, any maybe even an action step that arises, or a commitment to go clear some space of your own to connect to your inner wisdom. All right, so again, here's our photo. So you see the crystal clear, the ice here, and then the murky spaces in between. All right. Do you have a crystal clear vision for your life? Clear values, clear priorities, clear direction? Or do you feel stuck in a murky space of confusion? Learning to make aligned decisions requires disentangling from societal expectations. Reflect on choices you've made in the past. When have you followed through on your soul's aligned desires? When have you said yes when you wanted to say no, or said no when you wanted to say yes? If clarity itself is a challenge, create space and time to listen to your inner wisdom. If acting on the clarity you already have is a challenge, trust that your soul's alignment benefits everyone. Say yes to your soul and no to what blocks it. Trust that saying no isn't about the thing you're saying no to. It's about liberating your hell yes. Clear the way. That is clarity, my friends. I hope that resonates with you. I hope it sparks some reflection and some, in fact, clarity. And I'm curious what you think of this particular format. Do you like the extra riffs at the end? Would you like some more space like this to process? Let me know what you like, and I would love to provide that. So with that, let's take another moment to just breathe and be. Closing your eyes if that feels good, or keeping them open. Honoring yourself for taking this time for you today to clear the way. Knowing that you are a source of light and creative power. And you are here to express that. Just know that and trust that. And see what inspiration arises for you to follow. Thank you so much for being here, my friend, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this format, and I really appreciate it. I am so honored to be on this journey with you, and I thank you for this time today and for honoring yourself with taking this time to take care of yourself. All right, I will see you next week.